We draw the bearing rings from the round bars by the forging process. In order to reduce the contact of bearing rings with atmospheric oxygen during the heating process, Kasuma adopts the latest technology for production of its bearing, which is based on induction heating and cutting principle. We heat the steel bars at 1200 degrees Celsius by creating electromagnetic field by which reduce the percentage of decarbonizing and retain the original elements and carbon contents in outer bearings. After forging, the rings go through 36 hours spheroidized annealing, in which we correct the microstructure and maintain uniformity in the material density. Uniform machining for all the forged rings, for various parameters, is very essential to ensure successful grinding for the rings. This process is also known as turning in some parts of the world. Kasuma uses automatic CNC turning centers which give high accuracy and uniformity in the production batch, by which we can complete grinding process in a comparatively less time period, hence increasing our production capacity. After the machining process, all the machine parameters are carefully inspected before shifting the rings for hardening process. Correct hardness of the bearing is the most important factor determining the life of the bearing. In the hardening process, the rings pass through predetermined heating, soaking, quenching and tempering process under constant supervision of our qualified engineers and metallurgists. Kasuma determines the most adequate tempering cycle time for the rings, by which we maintain the hardness of our bearings from 58 to 62 HRC. After hardening, we check the hardness for all the rings, and prepare them for grinding process. Cage, also known as retainers in some part of the world, are made from CRC extra deep drawing sheets which are cut as per the requirement and size for bearing. These sheets are carefully cut and transformed in the form of cups which are further punched for making pockets with the help of dies and fixtures. After these pockets are punched, these cages pass through various cycles for finishing and inspection, ensuring strength to retain rollers. Kasuma Auto Engineering is well equipped with dedicated line of machines for each type of bearing components grinding work. These machines ensure the consistent quality and high productivity by virtue of computerized, numerically controlled precision grinding machines. Kasuma has an excellent grinding division, with grinding machines of world-renowned makes such as WMW, Romania, Ballard, and Stutter, Germany, Nova, Italy, Indian CNC precision grinding machines with latest grinding technology. Grinding machines are fitted with in-process gauges of Marcus, Italy, for better size control. Kasuma continuously upgrades its machinery by refurbishment and replacement with new CNC machinery. Kasuma has excellent machines for the super finishing for its bearing races and roller balls, because of which it precisely align with cambered profile on the raceway. By this process we reduce the RA value for our bearings and meet the requirements of our OE as well as aftermarket customers. Quality customer service has always been Kasuma first targets. Kasuma has qualified and experienced MDT team ensuring the quality control during and after the production process. Kasuma conducts 100% quality check for all the bearings components. For inspection, Kasuma uses fully calibrates measuring instruments. We regularly follow statistical process control and measurement system analysis for keeping its manufacturing process in control. Kasuma has well-equipped chemical laboratory where the chemical composition and essential elements are checked. Kasuma use profile projector for checking the dimensions for the bearing and its components. Metallurgical microscope GX41 CK40N. It is used for checking the microstructure of bearing components. By this equipment, we are maintaining consistent check on spheroidized structure. Micro-inclusion. Carbide network, carbide banding to ensure the density of microstructure as per standard norms. We keep a constant watch on scoreness, concentricity, parallelism, and coaxiality of bearing and components, which ensure the running accuracy and long life of bearings. This roundness tester is one of the latest models in its kinds. Mitutoyo Surftest SV2000 helps us to check the raw value and crowning for the bearings. Also, we are using this instrument for improving the quality and verifying our product with standards. With the help of SV2000 we can measure raw value with accuracy within half micron. Kasuma has all the required measuring and testing instruments imported from world-famous manufacturers in order to achieve the highest levels in quality standards. Kasuma has fully equipped assembly and washing systems to ensure the correct fitment for all the components in its bearing. Assembly, demagnetizing, washing, drying and oiling is carried out by our skilled workforce with the help of latest machine in complete dust-proof and controlled environment. We use the highest quality rust-preventive oil to increase the shelf life of our bearings. After assemble, all the critical parameters are checked as per IS and ISO norms. Kasuma uses laser marking system from USA for marking on the assembled bearings. We ensure that our bearings are sealed in airtight bags, which prevents it from any possible contact with atmospheric elements like moisture and dust during the storing and transit period, by which we can ensure long life of our bearings. Kasuma uses the best quality boxes and adapts every necessary procedure to pack its bearing in order to protect them from any possible bearing transit and reasonable mishandling damage. Passion for quality is the motto for Kasuma, and we firmly believe that there is no alternative to quality.